A breakthrough in freezing technology of vitrification over the last decade has made a great difference. It used to be thought, as at the grocery store, fresh is better than frozen. But now that's not so much the case, and not at all, because the freezing technology of vitrification has allowed us to have the same outcomes with frozen embryos as fresh. So now we don't feel we have to put them in fresh to have a good outcome, and that frozen embryos are now the B team, and they won't work as well. The other thing is that we've found, with the advent of being able to freeze embryos reliably, that frozen embryo transfer may actually lead to a better outcome than fresh. And being able to quiet down some of the weaknesses in the environment in the laboratory, we've been able to detect that when a woman's body is overstimulated, that the lining of the uterus may not be as receptive in that moment. But if the ovaries are like hot hibachi grills, and we let them cool off for a month, having frozen all the embryos and not put one back, so her system settled down, then we may add a little bit of estrogen and progesterone, orally and vaginally, no shots, and warm up an embryo, probably on the 5th or 6th day while she's on progesterone. We'll actually see at least as good, or perhaps a better outcome. The advantage to a frozen embryo transfer are several. One, we see at least a good outcome, if not better, than fresh, because the woman's system is not so overstimulated and the uterus is more receptive. The second is, by deconstructing the timeline and a woman not getting pregnant when her ovaries were stimulated, we can truly eliminate the risk of ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome. And without having a reduction in outcome with frozen embryos, the pressure historically to put more back at a time is completely relieved. So there is no good excuse in this day and age to not be able to encourage your patients and guide them to a single embryo transfer with wonderful hope for success.